Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily and this is the first update actually in the project palette porn that I started 4 months ago, and it is a what do you say? Earlier I had a project that was called Project Pan Porn, but I realized that I was so slow at using up eyeshadows, no, not using up, hit pan on eyeshadows, so I didn't want to do it anymore, so I switched it up, and now I go through all my palettes and use them for a week each. Anyway, for this month I had 4 small palettes that I used 1 week, 1 palette, and I will tell you a little bit more about them. And they were all NYX and pretty old. And the first one was this natural, yeah, it was called natural, this one. This is a very basic eyeshadow palette with mattes and a couple of, no, just one glittery shade, this one, and the other one is pretty matte and nothing special. And then there is a very dark brown, as you can see, and the pigment in this one is okay. It is getting very old, so I don't remember if it was better before, but the glitter one is something you have to use your finger to put on. You can't use a brush, and the best way to use it is probably with a glitter glue or something, or wet it with a brush or something, because the glitter, if you don't do that, the glitter will end up down here somewhere. The color combination I liked okay, but I missed, no, not missed, I think it, what do you say, I think it should have been a darker transition shade in this palette. This one is a bit shiny, so I don't think that's the best one, and the other ones are pretty light, so that's a thing with this one. And you can't do very many variations with this one, but it's a basic palette to use, so that's not the oh, I can't find the words. That's not the point of this palette, I think. The shadows are soft, a bit powdery, and the dark one was a bit hard to blend out, I thought. And this is not a palette that I really need, because I have several of these kind of palettes, and this is pretty old, so it will probably be something I will get rid of in the end of the year, but I'm not going to do that now, because I'm going to do like a whole inventory of my palettes and go through them one by one, and this is probably something I want to get rid of. So that's that. The second one I used for a week was this, in the same series, the Sex Bomb Femme Fatale, this one, and it is a bit more dark and has a pop of color there, you can see the red one. And this one was, the red one was actually pretty good, I thought. I used it in my crease and it was pretty nice, and the dark black one was pretty nice as well, but I don't like blacks, so I didn't use it that much. The glittery shade in this one, which was it? Was it this one, maybe? It wasn't good at all. It wasn't pigmented, and it's probably because it's old, so I don't remember how it was before. And the color combination in this one was better than in the other one, but I think you can only do like two. I can only do like 2 different combinations of makeup, eye makeup for this palette, but it is only 6 shades, so that's not a surprise. Maybe I thought this was better than the other one, and but it's not something I really need anyway, but I thought it was better than the natural one actually. And yeah, this had a crease shade as well, this one, so it was the crease shade in the other one is this one should have been in the other one as well, then it had been much better. Yeah, so that's that. Then I had 2 other NYX eyeshadow palettes. They are 9-pan palettes. They are called Love in Paris, and the first one is called Merci beaucoup, which means thank you very much. Looks like this, and this is a pretty warm colored eyeshadow palette, and I actually like this. I think it's pretty nice. It's old as well, so maybe it was better a few years ago. It has 2 like glittery shades here, and I have to use glitter glue or a wet brush or something to get it in place, and probably it's because it's old, I don't know. But I like this color combination. The pigment was good in the darker shades, and I think the variation in this one is pretty good. It's good for traveling, and I have traveled with it before. It's small and nice for that. It is pretty, it doesn't, it is pretty cheap packaging, but if it breaks, it doesn't matter that much because it doesn't cost a lot. And yeah, I like this. This was my favorite of these 4 palettes actually. And the last one is this, which is called Madeline's and Macaroons. This one, it's a bit more of a cool shaded palette. Looks like this. And this color combination wasn't my favorite actually. I don't like these pink, light pink shades. I don't know what to do with them. And this don't have a good transition shade either. Well, yeah, it has, but I think the dark one is a bit too dark, and I would have appreciated if it was something more closer to that dark shade. The other one are a bit too light to use. Maybe it doesn't show up like that, but it is. And yeah, it was just one dark, and that is a bit sad because the other one has a brown dark and a reddish dark, and this one has only one dark. So then the looks like tends to look the same when you use it. And yeah, I think this was a bit boring, and it works, but I preferred the other one. And the glitter shades are a bit, in this one it was only 1, I think. No, it was 2. The light one in the middle and this one. And they all had a bit of a fallout, so I used glitter glue and it worked fine. Yeah, so that's that. They are going back to in my collection, but I will, as I said, do declutter and inventory at the same time in the end of the year or in the beginning of next year, I don't know. For this next month, which is October, and I'm a week in in the month of October because I don't want to have every updates in the end of every month, so that's why. I picked actually 8 eyeshadows and eyeshadow palettes, and that's because they are so small and contains very few eyeshadows, so I thought I can use 2 for every week. And I will show you what I got. I have these 3 e.l.f. ones, which I have only used maybe once, or I don't even know if I used them once. They look like this. These are 4 eyeshadows in each palette, and the name of these I really don't know. I will have to use something to see if I can. Smoky. The first one is called Smoky, and it looks like this. It's a black, 2 grays and 1 light shade, and I will swatch it for you. These pans are really hard to get something up with the finger because the ridges of the pan is so high and the pan is so low, so I will do a swatch here. This isn't really black, it's maybe very, very dark gray, I don't know. And the dark gray is a bit shimmery and the light gray is a bit shimmery as well. The darkest shade was matte and the light shade is not matte either, I think. It looks like that. The pigment seems to be there. So we will see how I like this one. And the light shade was very powdery. That's the first. The second one is called Rio de Janeiro. Looks like this. And here you can see it is, I don't know what the dark shade is, what shade it is. Is it green? No? Some kind of blackish green or something. Oh, that wasn't good. I have to have something to wipe off the swatches. Just a minute. I do have it here. I have to wipe off the sorry about the noise. I have to wipe off the other colors from my hand to get a better swatch. Start again. I think it's a greenish kind of black. It's hard to see. It isn't really a good light in here either. So a very strange combination of colors, I think. The dark one, I don't know if it's why it's there. It doesn't go well with the other ones, I think. So we will see. The next one is this one, the Golden Goddess. It's the last one of these. This looks nice, I think. I will swatch it next to the other one. Just get the dark ones off. It has a brown shade, a more bronzy shade, and a more gold, and the last one is, these are all shimmery, I think. Maybe you can see them there. Those looks much nicer than the other ones, I think. This one was very strange. Okay, that's them. But the pigmentation was, at least when I put it on with my finger, it seems that they were pretty good, actually. Okay, then I have some 2 Wet n Wild eyeshadow palettes, which are very small. And I have these 2. I have Sweet as Candy and Silent Treatment. And I have used these, but it was a long time ago, so I will try to use them and see what I think about them now. This one was a little bit broken in the corner here. And we will see the colors. The first one is a taupey shimmery thing, then it is a dark brown, which was a bit, no, it's okay, and then some kind of peachy one. And the other one, this is the sweetest candy. I will swatch them next to each other so you can see. Here are pink one, that is not my favorite shade. And then there is a middle toned brown, which was not that good of a pigment in. You can see them there. So that was a bit more discreet in shades. Okay, that's 2.5 weeks of palettes. Now I'm going to show you the rest 1.5 week for the next month. And I have 2 Catrice eyeshadow. These are not that old, but I haven't used them. None of them, I think. This one looks like this. This I got for free when I did an order on the Catrice website. It's the Trio Powder eyeshadow in Rococo. And these shades are not my kind of thing. As you can see, it's these two, yeah, it's only 3 shades actually. So I will swatch them. The blue one isn't that blue, and the light one, let's see, is more of a goldeny one, and the middle shade is a dark grey. Can you see the top one is the blue one? It's not that blue, is it? If you look at this one, it's more blue. Strange. Anyway, that's one. The other Catrice one is this forest green thing, and it's called Natured Leaf Letter, maybe. This one. And this I actually bought and paid for, if I can get it up. Okay. I try to get it up on the wrong side. Okay. These are very, not that blinding greens, more of a, yeah, like khaki or something green. We'll see what I can do with those. And the last palette is this one from Trifle Cosmetics that I got in a glossy box or Look Fantastic or something. And I did use it, and it isn't that old, but I'm not that fond of it. I think I want to try to use it and see what I want to do with it. The Praline palette. It looks like this. It's very colorful, but it is a palette that you have to use with something else because there's no light shades. But I will swatch it for you, and I will take off the other things like that. We have a purple. That seems nice. Then there is a greenish kind of grey something. We have a brown, dark brown, and then we have a more reddish brown, and then there is another brown, 2 browns, and the last one is a coppery thing. Nice colors, but I'm not sure what to do with them. They are all very dark and about the same. Not the same, well, some are the same, but they are in very same darkness, if you know what I mean. So we will see. Those are my 8 eyeshadow palettes for this month, and yeah, hope to see you in the next update. Have a nice day. Bye bye.